Hey, what's up? This is Mikey for Blue Monkey Bicycles, and in this video we're going to take a look at the Eunorau Jumbo, an electric scooter that looks like it ate an electric bicycle for lunch. Let's go. The Jumbo looks like an electric kick scooter with big wheels, but it's really much more than that. Indeed, it does have big wheels and tires, but it also has bicycle-grade disc brakes, handlebars from a bicycle, a front fork, kind of, and a bike kickstand too. But once you see it to scale compared to a bicycle, you get the idea for how big this really is. This scooter is a lot of fun to ride. It puts you in an even more passive state than a bicycle, nudging you to open your eyes and look around a little bit more. There's no pedals, there's no gearing, none of that to distract you from the world around you. I actually kind of like it for that reason. I feel like the world could use a little more peace, mindfulness, and everything. Some bikes have a very relaxed riding position, but the Jumbo has just a standing position. Unlike kick scooters, you can stand with your feet side to side, front to back, or you can even use your heels and toes to carve through the streets. It's not really all that good at riding like a skateboard, but it kind of gives you the idea that you could. Anyways, the electric system is pretty straightforward. You've got a twist throttle on the right side for propulsion, and the up and down arrows cap the max speed. Pretty simple. Now, the Jumbo has a pretty basic taillight and a really bright headlight and a wildly loud horn. I've actually hit this horn on accident a few times and it scares me half to death. The light is really good. I enjoy being able to see what's around me at nighttime, but even more so, I love being respected by cars instead of just ignored. The rear fender offers full coverage. I like that. But the front fender, well, it stinks. Seriously, Eunorau, with this half fender and the open spot on the frame, I got soaked in the rain. Please, put a full fender on it in the future. Come on, guys. Anyways, the kickstand is good. The rear rack is pretty strong. It seems like it could accommodate a seat, which is certainly tempting to sit on. I don't know how much weight it can hold, so I better lay off. But as if any of us care, the display shows you how many miles you've gone and all of that stuff. But since you're not going to be tracking it for fitness, there's really even less of a reason to know some of these details. The battery display is pretty basic, and that's kind of too bad because you rely a lot on the battery pack. The Jumbo does have a big battery tucked down into the base plate. It's a 48 volt 15.6 amp hour pack. I gotta say, I like the extra capacity, and the super low center of gravity makes it really fun to ride. But I've got to dock them some points for making the battery trapped in there. Unless you have a handful of tools and maybe 15-20 minutes, it's not coming out because there is no key or quick release for the battery, and that means it's more or less stuck on the scooter. Now, this isn't my preference for a number of reasons, but in this case, I think the big reason is that the scooter is huge, and you really don't want to have to cart this thing up to an outlet to charge unless it's totally convenient for you. By the way, let's talk about the size for a little bit. This is not just big, it is huge. It's Jumbo. I mean, the name fits. Compared to even a bicycle, it's got a good 5 extra inches on the wheelbase, and it's even taller on the handlebars. The tires on the scooter aren't especially tall or fat, but they are pretty big. It's a 24x3 in the front and a 20x3 in the back. The tubing used for the frame of the Jumbo is also really big. These guys measure at 35 millimeters of diameter, and the two of these run from the front of the scooter to the back. The motor itself is pretty big, and a direct drive motor that I'm going to guess weighs about 10 pounds or a little bit more. Oh yeah, and I guess the light's really big, but I don't really count that towards the weight of it all. But everything all together gets you a vehicle slightly longer and taller than a bike, but it weighs in at 82.5 pounds. To give you a sense of scale, this bike weighs 20 pounds less. But of course, those are bicycles. It's a very different purpose. Wait, what is the purpose of the Jumbo? For regular transportation, there are some constraints. You'd better be on top of a hill when the battery dies because it's not going to go up the hill without a fight. If you live upstairs, then just forget it. Just forget it. If you have a garage with an outlet nearby and a lot of space, it's great. It would totally work. For small to medium commutes, the Jumbo would be a lot of fun to get around. But I think the Jumbo is best suited for a place like a resort, where they can be kept with a lot of space, have someone in charge of maintenance and charging the battery. I think the Jumbo is a really fun novelty that any adult-sized person can learn instantly. This also is a really good vehicle for ease of access. If you can step on a single stair, then you can get onto the scooter and have a ball. There's virtually no range of motion required in your legs. You can just jump on the guy and enjoy the ride with all of your friends. For $16.99, it is considerably more than one of those tiny electric scooters, but it is also getting you more. This is a really big battery pack, super comfortable, pretty much anybody can ride it. Those are some of the best benefits of it. But what do you guys think? Let me know in the comment section below. I'm Mikey for Blue Monkey Bicycles, and I will see you on the later.